So I packed my stuff and flew over to Santa Cruz, Bolivia. And Santa Cruz is not exactly the most exciting city in South America, but it's pretty big. And I took my time since I had to do some shopping before my journey. And then boom! Strike was declared all over the country. And I don't want to go too deep into politics, ladies and gentlemen, or even try to explain the reasons behind the strike. I think it's not the purpose of this video, if there is a purpose for this video, but roads they got closed and some of the businesses they got shut down for a while. But I didn't care. You see, back in the days, to go out there and hitchhike, catching a ride was my way of traveling. But this time I brought this brand new bicycle with me, and I was kind of looking for something new, something fresh, and I felt that bicycle might be the solution. Or I'm in this transitional period where frustrated young man becomes frustrated man, or something like that. Every day there were news about protests taking place in different parts of the country, and most of the main roads were closed. But I knew that as long as I'm pedaling my bike, nobody can really stop me. I mean, I don't depend on anybody and I don't have a car. So when I felt like it, or better said, Santa Cruz just felt too stuffy, I just cycled my way out. Well, my first day of cycling wasn't exactly super successful. I actually had flat tire already, and yeah, my favorite shorts are torn apart. However, I'm still alive. I'm quite happy. I found this little nature paradise just right next to the road, and I think tonight, hopefully quietly, I will stick here. Back in Santa Cruz, I was told about this little place on my way, some little town called Samaipata. Everybody told me I need to visit the place because it's like no other. Like, gringo, you should go to Samaipata, you know? Anda a conocer Samaipata, gringo. It could be like any other touristic hub in South America. There is the infamous Fuerte de Samaipata, some ancient pre-Incan ruins that you should go to. And there is also this giant Amboro National Park where, I guess, any lazy-ass gringo tourist should go to as well. But in my own crooked mind, what makes Samaipata so distinctive are the residents. You see, some decades ago, for some reason Samaipata started attracting people from all around the world. And not just to visit the place, but to actually move and permanently live in here. Nowadays, all kinds of freaks of nature, hippies and artists and just self-proclaimed alternative people live and coexist in here. They say that folks from 35 different countries live in Samaipata at the moment. Then others say there are people from 50 countries, but who cares about the number? Streets are colorful in Samaipata and packed with all kinds of weird characters. Nature around Samaipata is just magnificent. It's just epical, biblical magnificent. There's a really lovely garden of hummingbirds right outside of town. And in there, some smiley gentleman with great knowledge on all things nature might invite you. And then he will give you a lecture on hummingbirds that you never knew you needed, but you did. Then I just decided to throw myself into the wilderness. So I left town and started cycling and hiking around in these green hills and forests and mountains. It was tremendous, but nighttime was still pretty chilly. So I couldn't find too many snakes or any other cold-blooded creatures that I'm usually after. You see, Samaipata is located right at the foothills of the Andes, in the altitude of 1,700 meters. So the climate in here is subtropical, which means there are seasons. And I was roaming around in October, which is still early springtime in here. What's dope about this place? It's that down there is a little waterfall, which is pretty impressive. And you might be wondering whether I'm not ignorant enough to place my tent next to the waterfall. Well, in fact, I am ignorant enough to place my tent next to the waterfall, but it's way too wet and too humid in there, so yeah, sadly. Well, this is not a bad place either. So I went back to town and got stuck in here for 2 weeks more. Some call this place Samaitrampa because it traps people, and I guess that was the case. And it wasn't just party or my new hippie friends that have kept me here. If you're in the right time, the right place, some magical things might happen to you sometimes. Some crazy things happened to me in Samaipata and I might even never be the same. But then I left. I just kept on cycling.